Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Astor. I'm continuing to read There's a Boy in the Girl's Bathroom by Sachar, and we are now on chapter 10. Bradley sat at his desk in the back of the room. Last seat, last row. He felt safe there. The counselor had scared him. She was even worse than he had imagined. He looked at Jeff, who smiled at him and then returned to his work. Bradley was glad Jeff was his friend. Jeff and me are a lot alike, he thought. We're both smart, we both hate the counselor, and we both like sneaking into the girls' bathroom. Actually, Bradley never had been in the girls' bathroom. It was something he'd always wanted to do, but he'd never had the courage even to peek in one. But now that he and Jeff were friends, he hoped Jeff would take him inside one. He was dying to know what they looked like. He imagined they were carpeted in gold with pink wallpaper and red velvet toilet seats. He thought girl toilets would look nothing like boy toilets. They'd probably be more like fountains with colored water. So how'd you like Carla? Jeff asked him after school. They were walking along the sidewalk next to the school building carrying their raincoats. It was no longer raining. She's weird, he replied. She likes to eat dog food. Jeff made a face. Did she say that? Bradley nodded. She asked me why the president doesn't wear a hat. How am I supposed to know that? Jeff shrugged and said, I don't know. You don't like her, do you? Bradley asked. I hate her, said Bradley. Me too, said Jeff. I hate her. Bradley smiled his distorted smile. You want to go sneak into the girls' bathroom, he asked. You mean now? Why not? That's not a good time, said Jeff. Why not? Jeff thought a moment. There won't be any girls in there now, he said. They all go home to use their own bathroom. Ah, you're right, Bradley agreed. Good thinking. We'll do it tomorrow during recess. Jeff smiled weakly. They walked around the corner of the building. Hello, Jeff, said Lori Weston. Hi, Jeff, said Melinda Birch. Hi, Jeff. Colleen said so quietly that the F couldn't be heard. They'd been waiting for him to come by. Somehow they all had found out his name. Hello, hi, Jeff answered, blushing. Lori laughed. Then the three girls hurried away. Stupid girls, said Bradley. Yeah, Jeff muttered. I hate them, said Bradley. Me too, said Jeff. Well, why'd you say hello to them then? They said hello to me first, Jeff replied. So? Jeff shrugged. Whenever anybody says hello to me, I always say hello back. Why? I don't know. I can't help it. It's like when someone says thank you. Don't you automatically say you're welcome? No. I do, said Jeff. He shrugged again. I guess it's like a reflex. Like when you go to the doctor and he taps your knee, you have to kick. You can't help it. It's the same thing. When someone says hello to me, I always have to say hello back. Bradley tried to make sense out of what Jeff said. I know what you can do, he suggested. The next time one of those girls says hello to you, kick her. Chapter 11. A week later, they still hadn't gone into the girls' bathroom. Jeff always had a good reason why it wasn't the right time. Recess was the wrong time because it would be better to wait till after lunch, after the girls had eaten. Lunch was no good because they hadn't had time to digest their food. Listening to Jeff, it would seem that girls never had to go to the bathroom. But Bradley had never been happier. He was thrilled to have a friend. He even was beginning to like school. Jeff had 2 gold stars next to his name. Bradley felt so proud when he looked at him, almost like he'd earned them himself. What do you want to do? Jeff asked. Nothing, said Bradley. It was lunchtime. They had finished eating and were sitting out on the grass. Did the counselor say anything stupid today? Bradley asked. Jeff hesitated. He looked down at the ground, then boldly stated, I like her. Bradley was shocked. She said that I can like her even if you hate her, Jeff asserted. It doesn't mean that you and I can't still be friends. We don't have to agree on everything. She said friendships are stronger when everyone has different opinions to share. You told her I hated her? Bradley asked. Jeff nodded. Good. Except she didn't believe me, said Jeff. She's weird, said Bradley. She never believes anything anyone says. I'm not going to see her anymore. She said you don't have to. I told her you wouldn't show up today, and she said that was okay. She said you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Bradley turned and looked back toward the school in the direction of the counselor's office. That's one of her tricks, he said. So what do you want to do? Jeff asked. Nothing. A basketball bounced away from the basketball court and rolled toward them. Jeff jumped up and grabbed it. Hey, fish nose, over here, called Robbie, a boy from their class. Kick it the other way, urged Bradley. Jeff threw the ball all the way on a fly to Robbie. You should have kicked it on the roof, said Bradley. Maybe they'll let us play, said Jeff. Let's ask them. Bradley shook his head. No, I don't want to. Jeff watched the boys play basketball for a moment, then sat back down with Bradley. Uh-oh, Bradley said. Here come those girls again. Try not to say hello to them. Hello, Jeff, said Lori. Hello. Hi, said Melinda. Hi, said Jeff. Hi, Jeff, whispered Colleen. Hi, whispered Jeff. Lori laughed as the three girls walked away. Jeff shrugged. I can't help it, he said sadly. Let's go beat them up, said Bradley. Then they won't say hello to you anymore. He started after them, but Jeff didn't follow. Come on, Bradley urged. Girls are easy to beat up. You just have to hit them once and they cry and run away. Not now, said Jeff. Why not? Everyone will see us. We'll get in trouble. Bradley stopped. You're right, he agreed. We'll get them after school. I can't, said Jeff. I've got to get right home after school and do my homework. Bradley was beginning to get fed up. How come you're always doing your homework? He asked with his hands on his hips. He said the word homework the way other people might say the word manure. Jeff shrugged. Do you like doing it? Bradley asked. It's okay. I don't mind too much. Bradley kicked at the ground. Do you think if I did my homework, Mrs. Ebel might give me a gold star? He asked. I don't think she gives gold stars just for doing homework, said Jeff, but she might. Maybe I should do it sometime, said Bradley. Why don't you come over after school today? Jeff asked. We can do our homework together. Bradley's face twisted in anguish. Today? I don't think today's a good day to do homework. I can help you, Jeff started to say, then stopped. You can help me with the stuff I don't understand. All right, said Bradley. I'll do it. Good, said Jeff. First, we'll beat up those girls, said Bradley. Then we'll go to your house and do our homework. Chapter 12. Just before the end of the lunch period, someone knocked very lightly on the door to the counselor's office. Come in, said Carla. A girl timidly stepped inside. Are you Miss Davis? She asked. Yes, but I prefer to be called Carla. Do I have to tell you my name? Asked the girl. No, not if you don't want to. Colleen Varigold, said the girl. She sat down in one of the chairs around the round table and said, I don't know who to invite to my birthday party. Carla remained standing. See, there's this boy I want to invite, said Colleen. Do I have to tell you his name? No. Jeff Fishkin. Carla smiled. But if I invite Jeff, then I have to invite another boy, because I can't invite 7 girls and only one boy, can I? I don't. Except Jeff has only one friend, and he's the most horrible, rotten boy in the whole school. I can't invite Bradley Chalkers to my birthday party. I just can't. She took a breath. So what should I do? You want me to tell you whom to invite to your birthday party? Lori says you're good at solving problems. Lori solves her own problems. I just help her think for herself. But I don't know what to think, Colleen exclaimed. I can't invite 7 girls and only one boy, and I can't invite Bradley. When's your birthday? November 13th. Then you still have plenty of time, said Carla. Let me give you a form for your parents to sign. Right now, I'm not even allowed to talk to you without your parents' permission. That's dumb. No, it isn't, said Carla. Some parents don't want strangers giving advice to their children. But my parents won't care, said Colleen. They said I can invite anybody I want to my birthday party. That's not the point, said Carla. She handed her the form. Colleen reluctantly took it. Can't you just whisper it to me? She asked. Carla shook her head. Melinda and Lori were waiting for Colleen when she came out. Who are you going to invite? Asked Melinda. Not Bradley, said Lori. Please, not Bradley. I don't know yet, said Colleen. She won't tell me until my parents sign this form. Chapter 13. Bradley dragged his feet as he walked to Carla's office. She was waiting in the hall for him. It's a pleasure to see you today, she said. I appreciate your coming to see me. She held out her hand. He stepped past her and sat down at the round table. She sat across from him. The reason the president doesn't wear a hat is because the doorways are too low, he said. He used to wear one, but every time he walked through a door, he'd hit his hat and it would fall to the floor. That makes sense, Carla agreed. Thank you for sharing that with me. But, she whispered, I thought you weren't allowed to tell me such top secret information. Oh, the president says he trusts you, said Bradley. Thank you, Bradley, said Carla. I'm glad you trust me. He looked at her as if she were deaf. He hadn't said he trusted her. He had said the president trusted her, but he decided to let it go. She was wearing a yellow shirt with large, green, triangular buttons all the way down the front. On one side of the buttons was a big white exclamation point. On the other side, there was a big white question mark. Jeff trusts you too, he said. I understand you two have become friends, said Carla. We are best friends. That's wonderful, said Carla. Today after school, we're going to do our homework together at his house. I'm going to help him with the stuff he doesn't understand. That's very nice of you, said Carla. I'm sure Jeff appreciates having you as a friend. I'm his only friend, said Bradley. But even if he had other friends, he won't have any other friends, Bradley interrupted. You don't know that. Yes, I do. I'm his only friend. But suppose he makes new friends. I don't want him to. But if he made new friends, then his new friends could become your friends too. He won't, said Bradley, shaking his head. Just because you and he are friends, that doesn't mean he can't have other friends too, said Carla. Yes, it does. Why? Because, he said proudly, so long as Jeff is friends with me, nobody else will like him.